And for all of our Mexican and Central American people, they're here and they're trying to figure out what's going on. They don't speak the language. Although if they're here for 6 years, they ought to be able to speak the language. But I was just in Panama and I don't speak Spanish. Everybody talks very quickly and I didn't understand much of what was going on. But they're much more tolerant and many Central American people speak English. So it is humbling to go somewhere where you don't speak the language. And I try to keep that in mind when dealing with our people that don't speak English. But if I went to Panama for 6 years, I think I learned to speak Spanish. Anyway, you got a charge of no insurance and no registration. Those are very common. No insurance is a misdemeanor. It's punishable by up to a year in jail and a fine of up to $500, not less than $200. The no registration is a civil infraction, the way they charge this, and it carries a $105 fine. So let me ask you this. Do you have proof of insurance and registration with you now?
I have the proof of insurance, but the registration, I was trying to get the title transferred over and everything, and I need a, believe it's a lien release paper from the previous owner that I bought the vehicle from. And I have contacted that owner and he is working on it.
So you're working on getting a proper registration?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that's an Indiana registration? Or Michigan?
I believe with the title, it is Michigan.
All right.
Yeah, state of Michigan.
All right, well, one option, we can adjourn this a couple weeks and let you get that straightened out and come back with both insurance and registration. In which case, I think the prosecution would give you some consideration. They'll often reduce the no insurance to something less. We can try to do a pretrial with the prosecutor right now, but my guess is they're going to ask you to come back with that proof of registration. Are you willing to do that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, that means coming back on another cold day, but
life is life, you know.
Yeah. Needs to transfer title.
And would you like to see the proof of insurance now? Or does it matter too much?
No, just hold on to it.
Okay.
Well, is it in paper form?
I have it on my phone.
No, hold on to it. If we had a paper one, I'd copy it, but.
Oh, understandable. Yeah, by the time I come back, I should have the paper form.
All right, how much time do you need for that?
It's kind of hard to say because I'm just waiting on.
Well, how about if we do a month?
I would like to assume that that would be plenty of time.
All right, set for pretrial for February 11. That's not quite a month. February 25th. 8:30. That was a long wait for that, but we do the interpreter cases first because often the interpreters are in demand in other places. And I try not to make them wait, but it makes everybody else wait. But I'm going to give you a notice in my poor handwriting.
My handwriting isn't the best either.
If I had a clerk in here, I'd have them do it. I'm going to try to do that before the next judge takes over. Set up a clerk in here. That would be Wednesday, February 25th. 2026 at 8:30. Bring proof of registration. Wait a minute. think I'm gone that day. All right, I'll see you in about a month. You'll bring proof of insurance and registration, and we'll have you meet with the prosecutor and see what they can do. Mr. Martin, thank you for your patience.
Thank you, Your Honor.
He needs to get printed on this insurance case. I'll go ahead and do it. The insurance is punishable by up to a year in jail. It requires that your fingerprints get taken, and we'll take care of that here this morning. You go to the court officer, and then I'll see you in a month.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
252706. This is an ordinance case. This is Xavier Marcus Ringler. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
You're Xavier Ringler.
Yes, sir.
You're here on a ticket. Let's take a look at your ticket. Let me close all this other stuff out. I've been gone for 6 business days. Let's see if I remember how to do all this. You got a ticket for no license ever applied and speeding, just like all the other folks here this morning. Yours was December 29th of 2025 in Ottawa and Hatch. They alleged that you were going $40 and a $30. They must write a lot of tickets right there.
Yes, sir, they do.
All right. Now, your problem is you got $538 worth of unpaid fines. No insurance, no proof of insurance. There's a 25 left over. Registration plate, defective equipment, and a previous charge of failed to display a valid license. Let's take a look at those. I don't think they're all the same date.
Yeah, no, I don't believe so, sir. I don't know where the registration or improper equipment would be from.
They look to me like maybe they got defaulted. So let's take a look at this. You got a ticket for no proof of insurance on January 8th of 2025.
I remember that one.
And they reduced it to no proof of insurance. You'll find in that one. Let's look at this one. 4 May 31st, 2025, defective equipment. And you didn't respond to the ticket. That was a fix-it ticket. And
Does it by chance specify what like the equipment might have been?
well, I can tell you if I can find the ticket, but it's probably not in here. E-file belongs with criminal case. No ops ever applied. Well, that's this ticket. Four. October 25, failed to display a valid license. E-ticket, fine and costs, misdemeanor letter default. So you got defaulted on the October ticket. So you apparently didn't get the memo. No proof of insurance on January 25th. Registration plate violation on May 21st. Driving without a valid license in this case, December of 25.
Yep.
And then driving without a valid license in October of 25. So some of those, one, the insurance you pled guilty to, the other ones you didn't show up and you got defaulted.
I was told with the previous ticket for driving without ever having received a Michigan, I showed up for the hearing for that one and they told me not that I wasn't supposed to be here because of the way that the officer wrote the ticket.
Well, it should be a misdemeanor, not a civil infraction.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. That was a whole mess
Well,
that day.
it looks like there's some credibility to that. What are you doing now? Are you trying to get your license?
So I actually thought I had my license because I had paid my fines, because my license is in Indiana, it's suspended on, I think, improper equipment from a vehicle that I owned in late 2024. And I had gotten a ticket for that I had just spaced on paying. So they suspended my license. I got pulled over in October up here in Sturgis, and the officer informed me my license was suspended. So I contacted the Indiana BMV trying to figure out like why it was suspended. That was when they informed me that the unpaid ticket was what suspended it. I had to pay that ticket and a reinstatement fee to the BMV. And I paid the.
So did you do that?
Yeah, I paid the reinstatement fee, and then they said they had to send an SR-16 to LaGrange County in Indiana and wait for a response from them. And that's the furthest I've gotten with that. And then I got pulled over in December here, door dashing.
Yeah, if I sit there and get all the door dashers going 40 and a 30. Anyway, you could use some help here. I think I'm gonna appoint an attorney. Your livelihood depends on your driver's license. Now,
I got a ride. I was in Kalamazoo overnight with my fiance. She's doing chemotherapy up there. So after her appointment, we came down here.
all right.
I got to get a ride out of here though.
Do you need a bus pass to get back to Sturgis?
No, I'm waiting on my mom, actually. I'm sure
All
she's
right.
probably here by now.
All right, set attorney pretrial for February 6th. 2026 at 8:30. You need to gather all your documentation from Indiana here, these unpaid tickets. You ignored the tickets, so they got defaulted.
So with that, I've been in the process like long-term of moving from Wookietville, Indiana, which I don't know if that's my current address on file or not.
It is. Do you have a local address?
It'd be 703.
Well, don't put it here on the live stream, but
Okay.
when you go out to see the clerks, get your current address.
All right. Yeah, because I'm in the process of moving up to Sturgis.
All right, get current address. Yeah, once you get on the driving suspended merry-go-round, it's very hard to get off of it.
Yes, sir.
And so let's see if we can get you off of it. Here it is. All right, you go with the court officer and we'll get a lawyer and you need to align your waterfowl and I will see you on February the 6th. We'll try to sort this out.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, Patrick Jones is a trespass. And I thought perhaps he was in custody. Got a lot of clinkers today. Jeanette Christie laid another case on me. I'm not exactly clear what it is, so let me, but if somebody's in the jail, apparently I need to see. But let's see if Mr. Jones is in jail. That's Mr. George's, so we'll get him out. Sure it's quiet in here when the floor does. The jail population is at 90, down from about 107. And it's too cold to get arrested. '91, somebody got arrested since 7:30.